Yo, this is DJ Black, and today we hanging out with Still AP. Let's go.
This is a new Battlefield?
Yeah. Have you played it?
No, I haven't. Is it any good?
Like when it first came out, it was like a step back from all the other Battlefields they've made.
Yeah.
But they're doing like updates here and there. You're probably wondering why I got them covered. It's just because sometimes you get a bit of dust on them. Because they cost so much, you don't want like dust going into your tempo sliders. And so I've got two CJ 2000s and then two of the 900 Nexuses.
Do you pre-mix like all your mixes before shows, or?
I set them up so it's like I have doubles after doubles, or like a single.
Yeah.
So like when I get there, I'm not stressing about what I'm going to play next.
Yeah.
Otherwise, a lot of people stress out. Like if I was playing like blocks, I wouldn't really have to set it out because block is just the same. It goes with each other. Whereas dubstep, if you freestyle, then you play one song that doesn't fit with the other one.
Yeah.
You just stuff up the whole set.
Yeah. When did you start getting into like producing and like?
I started DJing first.
Yeah.
Back in 2019. Remember? Yeah. And then I was doing that for a little bit, and I wasn't really going anywhere. And then one of my mates was like, "Oh, like you can only go so far from DJ."
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll start producing because that's like the next step after.
How did you know you wanted to do riddim? Like, when did you first start listening to like dubstep? Was it like back like early days, like 2012, like old school dub? And
Nah, it was more like 2013.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
When Skrillex.
Yeah.
Listening to Skrillex, and then it just went from like that to like trap sort of, and then I started discovering dubstep, and then it just went from riddim. But people listen to it like through the phone, and then they go, "Oh, what's this?" But you actually need to go to an event.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people that have gone to an event always come back.
Yeah.
It's just, you just got to feel it. But yeah, nah, I did this track like literally 2 months ago, and it's got 13,000 plays. Which is, I never thought I'd get anywhere close to that. But yeah, this is pretty much what the whole track looks like. It's not much, it's just like side chain, my kick, my claps, a cappella, and then I just got a song off SoundCloud, which I gotta do a shout out for him because he almost ate my ass. And then I got sub bass, a little bass filler I got, some hi-hats, rides, a bit of automation, and that's it. So when I make music, I start off with the sidechain and my kicks, So my side chain is, it's just truly balanced. So I've automated that, which is this. So whenever the kick hits, this sinks down. And I will try to show you. So whenever that hits, that goes down, which allows the bass to sort of come up, and it doesn't clash. That's pretty much what sidechain is. Next, I think I got the acapella of Leotrix Patron. Yeah, he's got the whole track on there, and you can just get whatever you want. It's really good. So that's sounds like it. Also, shout out to Ages making his bars. I didn't really do much to it. I just EQ'd it. That part I literally just, I think it was just, yeah, just that little bit there. Cut it down, and then I've just duplicated it, and it sounds like this. So this part, this is actually a song I found on SoundCloud, which is on my description. I didn't put him in the description when I first uploaded the track, and he messaged me on SoundCloud. He's like, "Yo man, like what the fuck? That's my track. Why did you not mention me? Blah blah blah." And I was like, "Bruh, like sorry, like I forgot, like just to mention him. I don't know why." And then I went to the actual track, and he didn't even fucking like tag where he got the song from. And then he's gone off at me and he's saying like I stole it and stuff like that. But like it's a free download. Like if you put it as free download, anyone can do anything with it. But anyway, I did apologize to him, and I did put him on the description. But if anyone wants the actual track, it's right there. This is for the intro. I just chopped it up and just looped it. So this is what the intro, it's like a fake out. I think it was like down here somewhere, and I just cut it up and moved it to the front. Again, all the same thing, just chopping it up. And yeah, that's a track there. For my processing, I just EQ'd the high ends, just to cut all like the sub out of it. And then for my sub bass, I just copied whatever notes he had on that track there, which goes like this. How I make my sub bass is a 3X oscillator. Put all those knobs down to 0. Like when I'm making this, it's just sort of like you don't think about it, but explaining it, it's sort of like, oh yeah, that's how you do it. And I use a 3D wave shaper and just drag it up to around there, so it's sort of like, you don't want it too high, otherwise it's got to be like too distorted sort of thing. Again with the EQ, cut all the high ends to about 177 hertz. And then I put a sound goodizer on, and that's the same with all my sub basses. I don't do anything different. I'm not fancy like everyone else. A lot of people use Serum or Vital or whatever, but that's how I do it anyway. This part, because with those two it was really empty, so I just added like this little bass filler. That's what it sounds like pretty much. So this is actually one of my mate's basses. He sent me, and I use this on pretty much all my songs. All you gotta do is just like play with the pitch, like I did with this part and this part. So with this one, it's the same thing, but I just pitch it up. With the processing with that one, again EQing is very important as well. I got a sausage fattener on it, a little bit of delay, not too much, and a soft clipper. I don't actually know what that does. I just chucked it on, but if anyone knows, feel free to explain. And then for my hi-hats, and then I got a ride as well, which goes like that. Well, no, didn't EQ them either. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole track, and then I've just got a bit of EQing, a bit of pitch bending, but other than that, that is the whole track. Very simple, but effective. That's the whole thing put together.
Do you have like a process to get into the mindset to start creating a track?
For me personally, I don't, but it's more of a feel, like, because I work a lot and I don't really have a lot of time to make music, sort of thing. So, like, for an example, like this song here, Sizzy Poison Muffin, I was literally in bed and I was like, fuck, why don't I make a remix of this? And I literally got up in my undies, straight on my computer, didn't brush my teeth, didn't do anything, just jumped on there and made this, and that was like my first, song to hit 10K. So it's not like a mindset I have, it's just, I just have to be in the right time, sort of thing. A lot of people try to push themselves, when they're not feeling it, and it doesn't work, and that's when you get into trouble. But if you're not feeling like making music, just hop off, have a break, and you get your creativity back. This is Not So Simple by Almoners, probably one of my favourite tracks. But I try to make a remix out of it. It's still working on it, but I don't know if I'll finish it. I'll play a little bit of it. So I didn't really do much of that. I just cut his bass and I just made it go. Just added my sub bass, some rides.
Is there any backstory behind the hat?
To be honest, at school they always say wear your hat. If you don't wear a hat, no play, sort of thing. That's pretty much where it started. Like I always just wore it at school. Even inside, I'd get in trouble for it, and I'm like, "Fuck, you just told me to wear it. Like, why are you telling me to take it off?" And then, it's just pretty much just grew on to me. And whenever I take it off, I feel naked. Like sometimes I go to bed with it, man. But yeah,
it's fucking sick.
Yeah, it's one of those things that just gotta be on me. You know what I mean?
It's definitely good, like visual. Representation of you just know when you're on because you can see the hat.
That's another thing. It's just it's pretty sick. I like it. So I did like a little drawing for him, pencil drawing. Did I used to just sit in my room and just draw guns.
So you've always been doing creative things.
Yeah. It's just pass on time.
Yeah. Are you thinking? How seriously are you taking producing?
To be honest, it's more of a hobby.
Yeah.
Just because all I do is just work, and I used to skate a lot, but with work I can't really skate.
Yeah.
Because if I hurt myself, I'm fucked. So,
yeah.
But I knew I always wanted to DJ. I saw some devs on the Facebook map, the Facebook, and went and bought them, and that was in 2019, and ever since then. Never went back.
Yeah.
Falling in love with it, to be honest. Same sort of thing.